Hi guys, this is Leela. Welcome to my channel leelawebdev. In this video, we will try to learn about the content queries in the Angular. So content queries means normal, not traditional content queries. This is signal based content queries. Normally the content queries in Angular allow a component to access child elements that are projected into its content from a parent component rather than those defined directly in its own template. These queries are useful when you want to interact with or manipulate the projected content in a dynamic way. So let's break down the key points and provide a step-by-step example. Let's try to see it. First one is the content child. It is for a single query. The content child function is used to retrieve a single element for directive from the projected content. So normally you can query for element ref or otherwise a component or a directive by passing a reference to that class. So let's try to have this one. For example, let's say that I am having a widget component here. So I am having a widget component, and in our app component, so here in our app component.html file, so this is our computed signal, let's assume. Okay, and in this one I will provide something like h1. Okay, this is the header or anything I will try to provide, and in this one also I will try to provide a app-widget. Okay, so that's it. So now if you try to see in our app.component.ts file, so I am implementing the widget thing. So here in this app computed signal I am sending the two things. One is a normal element and in another one is a component. Let's try to go to the computed. Okay, computed signal component.ts file. So here I will be removing this entire code, and let's go to the computed.signal.html file, and here I will be having a div, and in this one I will show the ng content. So this is our ng content. Fine, that's it. So now let's try to see the output for this one. So if you try to see the output for this one, so you will be able to see this is the header and widget. So we are able to see both the things. Now if you want to access the header element and also a widget, which is a content projected into the element. So if you want to access this one, means in our computer signal component.ts file. So here you need to access the first one is the header element. So if you want to access the header element, then we will be using the content child here. Content child of element ref. So we know that it is an element ref. So you need to provide it as an element ref, and here you need to provide the h1. That's it. So now we are able to get the element. And the another one is header. So here another one is the widget. So here I can use the widget is equal to content child of widget component, right? So widget component, that's it. So now both of the things, if you want to access this one in our constructor, let's go to the constructor, and in this one we will be having an effect. Okay, and in this effect I will try to console.log the header element, and also I will try to console.log of widget. That's it. So now here we need to provide it something like this one. So hopefully everything will work fine. So this is our effect thing. Now if you try to see the output for this one, so let's try to see the output for this one. So if you go to the console and if you try to check it here, so okay, we need to add it something like this one. I forgot to add it, this one. Okay, now if I try to see the output for this one, so here we are able to see a widget component. Okay, and also I am able to see element of computer signal. Why this one is coming computer signal? Widget, we are able to get it as a widget component. We are able to get it, and header element, content element ref of header element. So here we are getting this one as undefined and 0 element ref. So we are getting because of the component.html, and here in this one. Okay, so we have mentioned it in the view child, right? So we will try to remove this one all. Okay, so now if you try to see the output for this one, so now here we are able to see the widget component, and also we are getting it as an undefined. So let's go to the app component.html file. So here I will try to provide the hash h1. Okay, so we have forgot to mention this hash h1. So now if I try to go to the computed signal.h1 file, so okay, so let's see whether we can able to get the output or not. See here we are able to get the element ref and also the widget component. So normally what you will try to do, so this one instead of mentioning as an effect or something like that, so in order to get this one, ng after content init, we will be using this one, ng after content init, ng after content init. So this is the thing which we will be using normally. So but we are using the signal based content query, so we can able to get this one immediately. So this is about the content chain. If you want to get the multiple queries means, so then what you need to do, so here you need to change it to content children. So if you get this one as a content children, so let's import this content children, then you will be, why this one is getting error, content children, I'm using the same thing. Yeah, so content children, Now what I will try to do, so here you will be getting instead of that one as an element of element ref. So you can loop over each one for each loop or something like that, and you can get each element. So this is one way which you can get about the content children. So now the query options. So you will be having some query options inside this one. So normally if you try to see, the normal thing, so if you I will try to provide a div element here. So let's try to see it. Okay, let's try to see this one. So now if I try to so here you will be able to see that we are getting it as an empty element. Why? Because so normally the content children and content thing, so normally it will get the direct element only, direct children only it will try to get the element. So if you are having a direct, if you are not having a direct children, so it will not able to get it. So the content child and content children have several options. One is the descendant. By default queries only retrieve the direct children only. So here if you try to use this content children or anything, it will try to retrieve only the direct children only. So right now we are having only, let's try to make it content child. So direct children it will try to take it. So if you have an option descendants to true is passed, the query will include all the descendant elements but not the components. So here you can use something like what I can do is descendants to true. Now you will be able to get the value. So here you will be able to see. So now you will be able to get the element ref also, but not the components. Components you can get it automatically. It's not a problem. And now another one is the read option. So for example, let's say that, let's try to see that one also. So here let's say that I am having a div option here. Let's see whether we can able to get it or not. Let's try to check for me also. I too am having doubt that one. So yes, we are able to widget component we are able to get it which without providing the descent thing. For only the elements if you want to get it means then you need to provide the descendants to true. Then only you can able to get the descendant elements, not the direct children. So now by default it will check only the direct children only. So the another option which I want to tell you is the read option. So your people already know about this read option. So if you want to get this element as an element means, so you can provide it as an element ref. So you need to provide it as an element ref. Then you can able to get this widget component also as an element ref only. So these are the two options which are available in the content child. So descendants to true means allows content children to find all the h1 elements which I have in, even those inside of a div also. Without descendants true means it could match only the direct children of that component. So that's it about this concept. So in summary what I want to tell is content child is used for querying a single element or component in the content projection. Content children is used for querying the multiple elements or components. Both queries means I want to say is content child and also the content children. Both options will take both queries. This will take an option that is nothing but descendants and also the read option to modify their behavior. So this is all about the content child and also the content children about the signal queries. In the signal, this is all you need to remember that I am trying to do everything in the signal only. So everything is in the development preview only. So don't think that these are the stable thing. But I am trying to explain you why, because tomorrow in Angular 19 or something like that it may become a stable. But it worthful learning the new concept. Hope you understood about this content child and content children. If you have any doubts or any suggestions, please post the comments below to this video. And if you like this video, please do support me by subscribing to my channel. Thank you.